How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric and this is my garage. Now in my garage I like to work on my own cars, show you guys some helpful tips that can help you guys on the road, and pretty much do everything by myself. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to install some lowering springs on a 2003 G35. This process is going to apply from the years of 2003 all the way up to 2007 G35s, and also from 2003 to 2008 350Zs. The only reason I'm lowering the vehicle is because I got these springs for 40 bucks. So I wanted to show you guys how it's done, and I also wanted to make the vehicle a little bit lower. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. As far as the spring goes, I have some Espalier, I think that's how you pronounce it, springs. So we're gonna go ahead and install these on the vehicle and see how they look.
In front of me I have my $40 lowering springs for the Infiniti G35. Now these springs are advertised for a pretty low drop, so I'm excited to see how it's going to look. I believe that the front springs are linear and the rear springs are a progressive spring, so it'll be interesting to see how the car performs with these springs. Now that you have removed your wheel, we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the shock absorber. As you guys can see, we do need to remove the ABS cable out of the way. We also need to remove this 12mm nut holding down the brake line to the side of this bracket. Now what we're going to do is remove this sway bar end link by removing this 17mm nut that holds it down. Next, what we're going to do is remove the bolt that goes through the bottom of the shock absorber. This is a 17mm fastener. Go ahead and get a wrench on one side and use a impact on the other side to break the nut loose. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove these two 14mm fasteners holding down the upper control arms. Now go ahead and get a bungee cord so that you can move this to the side. Now that you have removed everything on the bottom, we're going to go ahead and move to the top and remove these fasteners that hold down the shock absorber to the tower. Now if you have a 350Z, you're going to have additional fasteners that hold your stock strut tower brace. But once you remove those fasteners, you should be able to get to this point. Now that we have done the front, we're going to go ahead and move on to the rear. Now to remove the rear spring, the only thing that you need to remove is this 17mm bolt that's holding down the spring hat to the knuckle. Go ahead and use a jack so that you can relieve some of the tension from the spring. So once you do this, go ahead and get a 17mm wrench on one side and an impact on the other side to remove it. With that fastener removed, go ahead and give the spring hat a nice tap with a big hammer to free it up. With that done, go ahead and use a suitable tool to push down on the spring hat to remove the spring. On the left hand side we have the old spring, and on the right hand side is a replacement one. We're going to go ahead and install this onto the vehicle. Go ahead and use your feet to help you push down on the spring bucket. Now that you've installed the lowering spring, go ahead and use your jack to help you compress the spring, and then you're going to also use the jack to help you guide the spring bucket onto the connection. Once you're close, go ahead and use a flathead and a hammer to help you line things up. Once you do this, go ahead and install your bolt back on and go ahead and fasten down everything.
So it's actually been a few weeks now that I've had the vehicle lowered, and I actually had a flat tire on the freeway not too long ago because the camber is so messed up now that the vehicle is so low to the ground. So that's something that you guys should keep in mind. If you guys are going to lower your vehicle, you're probably going to need a camber kit to fix the issues that you're going to be causing when you lower down the vehicle. But with that being said, these springs do ride pretty comfortable, so I don't have anything bad to say about them. The only thing that I kind of don't like is that it's a little too low for my personal taste, but other than that, they are awesome, and for 40 bucks, you can't beat the price. I hope you guys did like this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.